So in a post-COVID world, consumer demand for high quality assets has never been higher. And it almost came as a bit of a surprise because during COVID, there was so much uncertainty in the market. And what have the governments of the world done? They've started to spend lavishly to bring consumer confidence back and really put dollars back into the consumers' pockets so now they can go spend. So if we come onto home soil and we look at what's happening here, we've got iron ore prices, $204 a tonne. We've got historically low interest rates and consumer confidence is at an all-time high. There are more jobs today than there were pre-COVID. So commercial property in Australia, all-time high investor demand, and we've got historically low interest rates, which means that buying a property is effectively half the price of what it would cost pre-COVID. That's how low the interest rates have gone. So if we drill a bit further into the Australian landscape and the commercial property landscape in Australia, we're looking at three real distinct sectors. You've got the retail sector, which is actually going fantastically well, the industrial sector, which is gaining really good positivity from investors, and there's the softening happening on the office space. And I think that's because of this worry about employees not needing to work from an office anymore and potentially having that work from home, that mobile lifestyle. And what's happening is investors are over-responding to that risk. And it's creating an amazing opportunity right now to find suburban office space, which has an enormous relevance to the tenant and it's underpinned by a secure lease profile. So rather than look at the headline and get worried there, we want to take our investors' money and our money and put it into that opportunity where the micro data is telling an extremely compelling story about why suburban office assets are very relevant today. What are the fundamentals underpinning property acquisition? And immediately you look to security and you look to stability. And how do you find that? We've got to ask ourselves that question. How do you find that? It comes back to the same three words: location, location, location. So 3926 Pacific Highway in Loganholme offers us that security. It's a fantastically relevant node between Brisbane CBD and the Gold Coast and the major arterial link there on the Pacific Highway. There's a huge population growth going on in the Gold Coast right now and in the Brisbane CBD. And it's creating not only jobs, it's creating dwelling and housing construction. And that's what the tenant, our end user, that's the relevance for them. We've secured a fantastic A-grade suburban office building over 4 floors and offering 2,111 square meters. So that Loganholme precinct has such a relevance to the tenant, and we wanted to make sure that even if we lost our tenants today, there's that demand for future tenants because of the quality of the building and the area that it's in. So we've got a building less than 4 years old, brilliant depreciation benefits for our investors, and over 75% of our income is coming from Brighton Homes, who is a fully owned subsidiary of McDonald Jones. They're the 5th largest home builder in Australia, the biggest home builder in New South Wales. They currently build about 5,000 homes a year. So if we look at the return, we're offering our investors a 5-year average return of over 7.5%. So very comfortable there. When you look at what underpins that return, we've got the security of a 5.7-year WALE and a fully leased A-grade office asset. So it means that that dollar coming in today is just as secure as that dollar coming in tomorrow. All the while, we've got McDonald Jones underpinning 75% of the income. So Australia's 5th largest home builder and New South Wales' largest home builder underpinning that income. And then if we look at the income that's actually flowing to our investors, we're offering them the beautiful tax depreciation benefits because of how modern and A-grade the building is. 3926 Pacific Highway in Loganholme. It's underpinned by return, security, stability, and tax depreciation benefits. We're so excited to present this opportunity to our investors.